Thank you, Mr. Koenig. When I first was trying to come up with the main topic for this speech, one person suggested that I read the book All I Really Needed to Know I Learned in Kindergarten by Robert Fulghum. I was strapped for anything better, so I went to the bookstore and I bought a copy. The next day I sat down in my lazy, comfy boy recliner and I opened the front cover. Before I knew it, I was flipping over the back cover and thinking, man, that was deep. But you know what? Robert Fulghum was right. All we ever did need to know, we did learn in kindergarten. Wash your hands before you eat, play fair, say you're sorry when you hurt someone, flush the toilet, take a nap every afternoon, plus just about everything else. Thinking about this brought me to a deep-seated question that I've had. If we learned everything we really needed to know in kindergarten, what in the heck were the last 12 years for? Well, I'm not really sure, but I think it has something to do with graduation. The day when all of us seniors can finally say, no more homework, no more books, no more teachers, dirty looks. Well, anyway, graduates, our lives are moving on like runaway trains, destined to stop, yet we do not know where. And there's something that I'd like to tell all of you, not to mention all of the other people listening out there, that you should take away from this speech. It's your imagination. The author G.K. Chesterton said in 1908, poets do not go mad, but chess players do. Mathematicians go mad, and cashiers, but creative artists very seldom. I am not, as will be seen, in any sense attacking logic. I only say that this danger lies in logic, not in imagination. People need to dwell on cold, hard facts less, and imagine themselves in different lands and with different creatures, or pretty soon they'll go mad. Imagination takes your worries away. It colors your life. It colors the lives of people around you, and your imagination can always be renewed. Now, how often did you get stressed out when you were a kid? Try to think back. I know it's a little longer for some of you than others. Never. And do you know why? Because when you were a kid, your head was always running on high gear, and you could imagine anything. You could take that bad guy Decepticon Transformer and have him beat the pants off that good guy Autobot once and for all. Who cared? You could take that stupid old tree branch and pretend that it was your pet giraffe. Who cared? You could play with anything and imagine that it was anything else, and no one cared. But now, even if you imagine that you're 2 pieces of toast in the morning, or 2 boxers in a gladiator ring, people look at you with glazed eyes while they pull out the number for the local insane asylum. If you can't let loose once in a while, pretty soon your head's going to be so repressed with so many things that it's going to explode and turn into goat cheese. I said before that imagination will both color your life and take your worries away. So, before you guys go off into the world to be snazzy big-time bankers or dirty oil drillers or overworked ditch diggers or even annoying televangelists or whatever, I want you graduates to go out and buy a box of Crayola crayons. Better yet, parents, why don't you today go down to Walmart or Shopko or Kmart or some other store that dabbles in the crayon business and buy your son or daughter a box. Heck, while you're at it, buy a couple of boxes for yourselves and your friends. You probably have more stress and more pent-up imagination than the graduates. But don't be stingy. Go out and buy that big box with 96 different colored crayons, one with the sharpener bill right in the back. And when you get that box of crayons, graduates, you take all 96 of them and spread them out on the floor and then admire them. And notice how each one of them is different, yet they each have the same shape. Now grab your favorite color and start to color anything. Find the first flat surface you can and make a house, a tree, a car, a DNA molecule, or even Rudy Purpich, or whatever. There, you're done. Your life is better already. You just relieved some stress, brought back some of your childhood, made your life just a piece of paper more colorful. Heck, if you got some tape handy, you can put it on the refrigerator so the whole family can see. But you know what? People are like crayons. Everyone has their own color. Mulberry, salmon, sunglow, bittersweet, periwinkle, unmellow yellow. I know some of you are probably thinking what color I would be. And my parents would probably tell you that I'm a swirl of all the colors just because I'm so mixed up. And that's okay, because not everyone can fit into one of those 96 different colors in a big box of Crayolas. But each one of us does start out as a full stick of imagination, spreading our color onto the world. And quickly we grow shorter and shorter on imagination. And soon you have to tear off some of that paper-like ego. And soon you're done. Your color is gone. But the best thing is, you can go out and get yourself a new color, like many people do, and start all over with a new brand of life and imagination. And that is the important thing. Every single one of you can go out and get a new color of imagination. You don't have to be the same old color with specks of other colors left on you from being stowed away in a box of always going with the crowd. You need to break away from what others always are doing and do what you want and imagine what you want to imagine. Our class motto states, always travel in the right direction in life, but dare to make your own path. With imagination, you can make your path a rolling country road, or a motocross racetrack, or even a fast-paced Highway 69. It doesn't matter. Your mind can make up what you want. So I ask all of you graduates to pick out a crayon that fits your life. Maybe when you admire all 96 of them sitting on the floor. Relieve all your worries by coloring. Remember what it was like to be a carefree kid. Imitate your life to follow that color. And if you don't like that crayon, or if it breaks during your life, choose a new one. Don't go out into the world as a piece of paper, waiting for others to leave their colorful imagination on you. Go out into the world a full, vibrant crayon of imagination, and leave your own individual color on the pieces of paper we call problems. And then take a piece of tape, put those color-solved problems right onto the big Maytag refrigerator we call life.